The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Skyripper had surfaced. Renata knew that using it could go catastrophically wrong. But he was sure he could figure out how to use it safely. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Iblis stone was hidden there. It was a dangerous artifact. It could corrupt its user into a bloodthirsty monster. Maybe he could find a way to use it, to take its power without surrendering to its wickedness. And also, his old friend Lupino needed rescuing. Of course, Renato had a pretty strong suspicion that Lupino had betrayed the rebellion. But could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
Exclamation, everybody, and welcome back to Stories, the Path of Destinies. So, I've been thinking about this a while. I am bound and determined to find the true ending to this game because I am invested entirely in the story. I love just everything about this game. And I've been trying to think. I was looking at some old footage from one of the playthroughs because I was thinking, well, should I go and do... Because we tried again to do the temple run thingy, and that didn't quite work out. So I was looking at some of my old footage for the Lupino one, thinking maybe I could take an alternate path through that, but really the only alternate path I could take from there was taking which would do it to the mountains instead of back to the rebel base. But honestly, I don't see how that's going to make a difference because Lupino sort of pieces out at some point during it, and he's the turncoat. And honestly, I have not played this part here. I mean, I've played it to a certain extent where I've seen the Skyripper and the other thing combined together, but I haven't actually done this particular first mission to get the armature. So I don't know if this is going to lead me down another pathway or not. I mean, it kind of seems to suggest it's not going to because of the image that showed up. But at the same time, I'm out of thoughts as to where to go next. So I'm going to try this and see if maybe it opens up a third option that I didn't have before. So let's go with it.
Every child knew about the Skyripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces deep. And then, this Emperor's horrific sacrifices had brought it back to the surface. Renato wasn't exactly sure how to use the legendary weapon. But surely, there must be some way to do it without provoking another catastrophe. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the Earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it. As he set foot on the island, Renato couldn't help feeling a bit curious. Was Lupino still waiting to be rescued? No. He was probably drinking champagne with the ravens. Did ravens drink champagne? Did rabbits? Renato felt oddly thirsty, come to think of it. Why had he chosen the Skyripper? Renato never made plans that required constant vigilance. He was a hero. He didn't think too much. He just went with his gut and hoped it all worked out. The Skyripper was a long shot. He'd have to devote himself to it. No side journeys, no rescuing old friends. That was against his nature. Could he stick with it?
That's an interesting way of introducing it. Okay. So, definitely getting different dialogue and stuff, obviously, because we haven't been in this particular map yet. So now it has quite piqued my curiosity quite a bit. So let's see what we have in our chests here. A few shiny baubles, nothing too spectacular. I should probably get my fingers on the keyboard though. I'm just kind of jaunting around here without much care.
There's a cat in this one, and something useful.
Okie dokie. Nothing up there. Just curious as to whether anything would be. Well, lot of overgrown forest here. Almost completely overgrown path. Alright, what is that? Well, it obviously wants me to go there because the camera's changing direction, so I will go the opposite way. Yep, that was a good idea. Alright, now we'll go back from whence the camera wished me to go. We have a workbench, and I have stuff I can do on it.
Where was a workbench when you needed one? Oh, never mind.
Alright, gems. I don't know that I want to change anything. I kind of really like what I've got, so we're going to stick with that. Don't have enough for swords, though. What's the next one? This one, next level on this one is... we need 100 ore. Okay, so pretty much 100 ore on that. And then I think the other... am I completely leveled up on all these? That sword's at... fire sword's at maximum. Hero sword's at maximum. Void blade's at maximum. Okay, this is the only... this ice sword's the only one I don't have at maximum yet. Okay. And we're almost there as far as the ore goes, so... alright, keeping an eye on it. The music is particularly good here. I mean, it's good in the rest of the game too, but it's particularly like it's very you know, like something's going on. You know what I mean? It's I can't really explain it, but it's very appropriate for, like, it's kind of giving it almost a creepy vibe a little bit. Okay, we're back here. And we got these eyeballs. Alright, this shouldn't be too difficult. A little choppy chop there.
All right. No one.
And nothing over there. Alright, very good. Very, very good. Let's activate this. We got a door that we can go through, which I am happy about. Let's take these guys out first. Excellent. Come over here and open. Open sesame.
Ah, the road less traveled, thought Renardo. How intriguing.
Oh, and our first battle now. Okay. Of this map anyway. Oh, yeah, I gotta get used to the controls again. Nope, nope. Very good, very good. We'll get this guy here. Take your shield from you, thank you. Alright. We took a few hits, but nothing too terrible. I haven't seen any barrels or anything to destroy. I'm feeling kind of lonely without them.
That had been his mistake before. Trusting his old friend Lapino, who'd been through so many battles with him and shared so many heartaches, who he'd rescued so many times. What was up with that guy anyway?
This is interesting. It's interesting that he's sort of... it's interesting how different this path has been thus far with the narrator and stuff. So,
what did you do if one of these platforms stalled?
Yeah, exactly. We got Reed. The truth behind the Skyripper is shrouded in a thick fog. The most believable tale is that the Transcendent Emperor has used the Skyripper to banish Iblis. Then the TE buried the weapon and vanished. Was it a self-imposed exile to rid the world of its last divine presence? Or was it the price to pay for using such a tremendous power? Could the Skyripper and Iblis have a deeper connection than just a weapon and its victim? My rituals will summon the Iblis Stone. Perhaps I should worry that they will also cause the Skyripper to resurface. If that is the case, I should spare no resources to find it. A weapon that can banish a god is an invaluable bargaining chip, should the old ones decide to double-cross me. It is in their nature to try. But gods are predictable, and I can rely on that to always be one step ahead. Emperor Isengrim III, Secret Journal. Like I said, very, very invested in this story. I like what I am seeing so far. Open. Open sesame. And let's go forward. Let's go forward.
Renato was looking for a big chest. Wait. That didn't sound right.
It certainly did not. Okay, that's some stuff there. Oh, there's some ore. Okay, I'll take it. I will not turn that down. I don't know if I want to go up that way just yet. I feel like that's the way I'm supposed to go. Over here is a little platformy thing. Yeah. Let's come this way. Oh, but that's just the hero thing. Oh, I think this... No, this doesn't seem like the right way to go. Because that's like a step down over there. Let's come over here first and let's look around before I do that. I can never tell which way is the right way to go versus the wrong way. Or the, you know, the loot way versus the right way.
That was fun. Let's do this again sometime.
So far, so good. And a chest. Okay, good. This led me to... And our tech speed is level 3 now. Excellent. This led me to the loot that I sought. This will lead me back to here. Okay, this is where I needed to go for the other thing. And yep, we got these guys. Yeah, you got a shot in on me. Congratulations.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
You know nothing, Jon Snow. Somebody likes Game of Thrones. I like it. I like it. And yes, give me that health. Thank you. Thank you kindly. So I can't go that way. Anything else down here? No, that was that. Okay. So we'll go forward this way. We'll go over this way real fast. Just to make sure I'm not missing out on things. Ooh, yeah. Just to make sure I'm not missing out on things. That's excellent. We're almost to the 100 ore that we need. I'll take every last bit of that. And then, okay, and then we're back to here again. Okay, so just big ass loop we just went around. So I guess I'll use my hero sword and move forward. Oh, got eyeballs. More eyeballs. Which way are you going? Let's take you out, and let's take you out.
Ha! Bet you never saw that coming.
No, they certainly didn't. And this guy's going to spin around and probably that way. Yep, I figured he would spin around that way. Oh, this guy's coming this way now. Great. So we're going to go like that, and then like that. That works. There ain't nothing else around here I need to see, apparently. Let's go this way. Speaking of not needing to see, got a bunch of guys here that don't need to see. Yeah, come through there before this guy sees me. Going around in a loop. Kill him. And this guy's going to come around the other way, maybe? Yep, I figure they're going around in a circle. Okay, take care of him. And then this guy. Thank you for coming directly to me. That made my job very easy. Okay. These guys here wish to say hello. And we got perfect. Alright. That's what I want to see. More of that, please. More perfects, that is. Not more enemies.
Ah, a puzzle. Renato loved puzzles. Except when he couldn't figure them out.
Tell me
On the
about
other hand, if there was a puzzle, it was probably meant to keep people away from something good.
And also, we've got another door here. I'm glad I came over this way. We can look at this. Gaze upon the Skyripper. Gasp. Yeah, you got your shot in. Congrats. Congrats. How's that? How did it feel to get your shot in, huh? As I get away from him as he explodes. Whoop. Yes, please give me that. And we'll get over here, let him explode as well. And take this guy out. Alright, not bad. Not the greatest. But not bad nonetheless.
Renato had been to a dungeon once where all the chests had teeth and eyes. It had been a short visit.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. You go to a dungeon full of mimics? Yeah, no thanks. No thanks. That is a nightmare if ever I've heard one. We're almost to 100 ore. Just a little bit more. Just a little slightly more. Nothing over that way, huh? Okay. Very beautiful backgrounds is what's over that way. This actually got me forward without doing the puzzle, didn't it? Hey, I'm cool with that. And I can use the altar. We got a skill point. Let us get maximum health increase, probably. Grab damage, nah. Being stronger. Kick and throw distance are increased. Recover from being hit almost instantly and attacker is knocked out. Can I take that without having other parts of the rank? Yeah, apparently I can. Alright. Fine, I'll take that. Who needs health when you can just recover a lot quicker? There it is. Interact.
There it was. Skyripper's armature. The stuff that dreams are made of. Engineers' dreams, anyway. The device was intricate. No one alive had the skill to make a thing like it. How was it part of a weapon at all? He'd have to ask a scientist. But first, he'd get the second piece. Skyripper had a heart. A core that had come to rest on the next island. Well, there was another island he could reach. Zenobia had just invaded it with her father's Raven battalions. She must be encamped there still. But fighting Zenobia now, that made no sense at all. He'd already sacrificed one friend to get this armature, was it? He didn't need to hurry to face her. She would find him.
Huh, I wonder. Obviously this one leads you down... Well, see, actually, this doesn't say anything. This says that I haven't been here before. So I'm wondering, do I go for Zenobia now? Or do I wait like the author said and then go for it after I've got the entire Skyripper? Maybe. I'm not sure. Because my fear here is I'm going to get past this and then it's going to be like, well, now you can't meet Zenobia anymore because you got the Skyripper, so why would you? You can just go destroy all the things. I don't know. Maybe I should? I mean, I know I know this truth has to do with Zenobia, because it had cat ears on it. I just feel it in my bones. I'm just not sure whether I go for her now, or if I'll have the choice later. For some inexplicable reason, Renardo chose Zenobia. Renardo has found the armature of the Skyripper. Without the core, it would be just an empty and useless shell. Maybe you should go see Zenobia, who had just invaded a city nearby. She was the Emperor's adopted daughter and greatest general, but she was also an old friend. Renardo didn't know why, but he felt the urge to go see her. Or, I think I'm going to do this one. He needed to go get the core of Skyripper, obviously. Renardo has found the armature of the Skyripper. Without the core, it would just be an empty and useless shell. The only reason one would seek the armature was to build the legendary weapon that had once banished the lost gods. Obviously, Renardo should get the core. I'm going to do this. I have a feeling this is not correct. I have a feeling it should be this one because the way it's worded is like, for some inexplicable reason he chose Zenobia, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. Let's do this one, and then we can always come back for another run, I guess.
It was a no-brainer. He'd sacrificed his old friend Lapino to get the armature. And the armature was useless by itself, only a series of coils and wheels. War demanded sacrifices, and he would make more before the end. He would have to choose the greatest good, no matter how much it cost him. Zenobia. Well, he would see her sooner or later, across a battlefield or a sword's point before all this was over. He was sure of that. The power was in the core. Obviously, he had to get the core.